to Electric Elevation. Today we have our special guest, Nadia Payne. She is a R&B and trap rap artist as well. Welcome. How you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good, good. So why don't you start off with telling me a little bit about yourself?
Well, as you know, that I do music. I also model. I'm an actress. I'm all the above. So I'm just a versatile type of person. I just don't do one thing. I'm just everywhere with my stuff.
Okay. So how old were you when you first started doing pretty much like the acting and everything?
Well, actually, I'm gonna just give you a backstory because it's like literally like a backstory. Okay. I started doing entertainment altogether since I was 5. Okay. My first was I did ballet. Did that like I was a dancer, and I did like hip hop dance and everything. Then when I got older, I started doing the more so the acting / talent shows. 'Cause I was also doing the singing. So then when I turned 18, I was a model, and I stopped doing that to like 24, 18 to 24, and then at 25, I just started doing music, and then just been doing ever since then.
Now, do you have a preference of what you like the most, or you like them all equally?
I like them all. Anything in entertainment, I like, to be honest with you. So,
okay. And are you born and raised in Detroit?
Yes.
Okay. What area are you from?
West Side.
Okay. Okay. So, your name Nadia Payne, is that a alias name, or that's your
that's
real name?
Really my real name.
Okay. Okay,
so many people thought it was some name I made up. I'm like, no, that's literally my real name.
Okay. So regarding your music, what inspires your music the most?
A combination of real life situations and just past experiences. Okay. I want to be able to like be that kind of artist to make music that people can feel. It ain't like, don't get me wrong, bars and everything is very important, but I'm one of them type of artists that want you to feel where I'm coming from, rather it's the good, the bad, the flawless, the whatever I'm going through.
Okay. Now, as far as performing, have you only performed like local, or have you been out of the state yet as well?
I did local showcases. I did South by Southwest. I done did shows in Atlanta. So I done did actually a couple shows outside of Detroit before.
Okay. Is there anybody that you're interested in working with that you haven't yet?
Local or famous?
Both.
Local, I more so want to work with the females because there's not enough female collabs in Detroit. It's always like you may get like 1 or 2, but it's not like no female don't really like collab for real. So it's more so towards the females. Like I would love to work like with some very dope females. But just to answer your question, not to get off subject, but Rocky Bad, okay. Nisha Nashay, and there's some dope underground artists too that ain't got the spotlight yet, but those the ones. And then I would love to do a song with Sada. That's like my favorite rapper from Detroit altogether, Sada Baby. But as far as industry, Beyonce, Rihanna, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, really just all the greats, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I just feel like I'm in that category with the greats.
Hey, you got to be confident. You, that's what's up. That's right. So how do you feel about the current state of hip hop as a whole with women and the way it is now compared to like back in the early 90s and 2000s?
I think comparison wise, like the women now is getting more exposure, it's like music's getting more shine for the women. The women out here killing it, to be honest with you.
Right.
We are really killing it, rather you do singing or rapping, we are really killing it. So I love it. And I feel like people in the past, rappers, singers, they paved the way for us to get to this standpoint. So I love it.
Okay. What do you think the hardest part is about being in the industry? You have to make a lot of sacrifices, a lot of work.
It's like them late nights in studio. You got to cut out good time just to get things done, like either a song, project, whatever. So mainly sacrifice, in my opinion, mainly.
Okay. Do you like the way the Detroit artists are portrayed?
My opinion, I feel like no, and only because like we're heavy slept on. Like we ain't getting the recognition we really deserve.
Okay.
That's just my personal opinion.
Okay. Now, as far as female wise in the city, do you think like you think a lot of females sometimes they kind of hate on you? They haven't even really heard your music, don't even really know you, but
the hate gonna come regardless, whether
right.
it's a female or a male. But honestly, at least I can speak for myself. Like I've been getting, if anything, more love from females.
That's good.
Like they all, they all embrace me. You know what I'm saying? Like if anything, like they all, you know what I'm saying? They just show love. Now, guys, on the other hand, I can't say that. They get a little intimidated by me, but that's just another story.
Okay. Tell me about some of your past projects, and then you can speak of the current ones. But what have you worked on, like in the past?
Well, it's like what I said earlier. I started in 2017, like late 2017. But in that prior mix, I had a whole single called Rebel out, and that's actually the name of my first project, Rebel EP. That was my first official project, and it was for a first timer. I always said like it did good for a first timer. Now the project I got out now that I dropped this year, Birth of an Icon, it got so many variety of everything. Like you got different sides of me. It ain't just you ain't gonna get just the high side or just the vulnerable side. You're gonna get different sides of me.
Okay. Tell me 3 things about yourself that people really need to know, but they may not know.
Okay. I'm funny. I'm funny for starters. Very confident, but also I can be vulnerable.
Okay. Okay. Now, as far as your environment to like create your music and all of that, you like writing, right?
Yes.
Writing your own music and everything. What does the environment have to be like? Do you have to be secluded, isolated, or you could pretty much hear a beat and just be prepared to write?
Well, the way I look at it, of course I gotta hear the beat to see how I feel about it, and I also gotta be somewhere quiet. Like I kind of got like short attention span, so it's like when people are around and I'm trying to write, it's like I'm not gonna be able to fully focus, so I gotta be by myself. So I gotta be isolated. Like don't talk to me. Like let me concentrate what I'm doing something.
Okay, and then you have a current project, Birth of an Icon. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, Birth of an Icon, the way it came together, honestly, I didn't even have a title for it at first, but I knew I wanted to be something that it just stuck out. Because I always looked at myself as an artist, as a very outspoken, standout-ish type of person.
Right.
So in making this project, what I wanted to do was I wanted to make it to where like people get like different sides, like they get more in tune into my personal life.
Okay.
So on this project, I got songs, actually 2 singles that's popping right now, and that's Baller and Wow. And actually, to go into detail about both of them, Baller is basically a song, obviously about wanting to do with money. And I think every female want to do with money. Let's just be honest. I think you can't do nothing with nothing broke. I'm just saying. So and Wild is basically like a club / strip club banger. So it's just to each his own. But I got other songs on there like Dark Side featuring the Soccer the Renegade, Groupie featuring Stony Ocean, Heartbreaker. I got a real personal song on there called Locked Away Dear Daddy. It's really about a poem that I wrote about my father not too long ago. And it's like real deep or whatever. So, and the thing about making that song, I didn't think nobody was going to like it like that because it was just so personal. You know how people got different...
Go through things,
yeah,
emotions.
But so many people said like that song really touched them.
Wow, that's
Like,
awesome.
it was like, even though, like, I'm surprised, because, it's some things that I went through, and I just always been like, I don't never want to bash him, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. But it's like, I also want you to get an idea, like, where I'm going mentally with that situation.
So after you created that song, did you feel like a sense of a release? Did it feel good to like get that those emotions off your chest?
Yeah, honestly, because it's kind of like therapy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like people got different ways of trying to cope with their issues. Mine is more so like writing stuff down, just releasing it. Like, some people can talk, some people can do whatever, but me, it's just I gotta write it and put it in the song.
Okay. Where do you see yourself within the next 5 years?
Rich, like Oprah, sitting at the dinner table with Beyonce, Oprah, and all them when we talking business move, an entrepreneur. Very successful at what I'm doing, but very successful and an entrepreneur, basically.
Okay, so your project now that's out, is it what is it available on? Like, is it Apple, Spotify? How can it?
It's available on all major streaming platforms: Spotify, Tidal, iTunes, Apple, anywhere you can get it. Link in the bio on Instagram.
Okay. So that's what I was going to ask you next about social media. How do you feel that social media has helped your career?
Me personally, and I always said, like, any artist that is doing music now, we have so much of an advantage. Before, like, because back then people who was coming out around that time, they didn't really have an advantage like that. It was like they had to do a little bit more. So now that we got social media, we can put stuff out. People around the world can hear us. So we got a bigger advantage, I will say. So I like it. If nobody else don't, I do. It help a lot.
So are you on everything? You on Twitter, Snapchat?
I'm on Instagram, obviously.
Right.
Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I got a fan page on there. So really just them two: Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I got a Snapchat, but I barely be on Snapchat.
Shout your social media tags out. The name of them.
Okay, well, all social media sites is the same thing. Nadia M Payne. That's Nadia. The letter M Payne, Payne.
Okay. Now, what advice do you have for maybe a young lady that's up and coming? If she wanted to get started, where would you suggest she started and some things that she could do?
That's a good question. I tell anybody coming up, like, if you're gonna do music, come into it being yourself for starters. Don't come in being like nobody else. Be the best you that you can be.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, how can a person book you? Do you have email or?
Actually, I got an email,
okay.
booknadiapayne@gmail.com, and you can also talk to my agent, Rena Nicole. She's my agent. I follow her too on at Rena.Nicole at IG. So you can either hit her up or email me. Either way it goes.
Okay. And any final thoughts or takeaways?
As far as like my career or anything?
Yeah. Anything else you want to add? Any shout outs you want to give?
I just want to give a shout out to everybody that's been supporting, rather you a day one or you just now hearing about me. I just want to give a shout out to you, because if it wasn't for you guys, like, I wouldn't even be here. So major shout out to them.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you. Follow me at Electric Elevation on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube at Electric Elevation Podcast. Thank you very much. Peace. Okay, so we're going to hear Nadia spit a few bars for us. Go ahead and bless the mic.
Hey. What's up, love? Let me introduce myself. I'm that redhead rebel niggas bragging about. I'm what I doubt. I'm pressing bitches with or without a clout. Rotating these rhymes, nigga, it's a reroute. How you tryna throw shade like the kid ain't paid? Young Beyonce sipping on my red lemonade. Ela May, baby, they just wanna get booed up. Fuck with me and I'll have your ass real screwed up. Gossiping ass niggas wanna know what's this tea. Selling fraud ass stories worse than TMZ. 90p, bitch. Notice that I'm hurting your pride. Once you switch sides, bitch, you better stay on that side. I called a shot to the head on my Russian roulette. Anything's possible once you up in my bed. I rap good, sing good, bustin' all over your wood. Toss you out, baby, you don't mean me no good. I told you once, then I'll tell you again. Legendary in the making, time to go for the win. 90p on the beat, better make that a trend. I'm the baddest thing walking from beginning to end. Hey.